Hey there, everybody, this is Ray Carsillo, reviews and previews editor for EGM, aka Electronic Gaming Monthly. Once again with another Halo Wars 2 video from our recent preview event. And this time we're taking a look at the Team Deathmatch mode, specifically a 3v3 matchup here. And not gonna lie, didn't have a great outcome from this match. It took me a little while to kind of get back into the swing of things. This was one of the first things we did, and I hadn't played Halo Wars probably 5 or 6 years, honestly, and I admit I don't play a lot of real-time strategy that much anymore. Not that I don't want to, just that, you know, I've got a lot of stuff on my plate. But it was fun once I got back into the swing of things to get back into the real-time strategy genre. Because I mean, I grew up with like Age of Empires 2 and grew up with a lot of classic, real-time strategy games. And then got into Halo Wars, obviously, when that came out for the Xbox 360 from Ensemble Studios, and now to see Creative Assembly kind of take a crack at it, it's actually kind of exciting, really, because they've done a really good job. From what I played the preview event, I was actually really impressed with how far the game has come since E3, which is where I first played the game, and I had some reservations. And again, I don't know if it was just because I'm rusty when it comes to the genre. But once I got back into the swing of things here with this, I mean, and it wasn't a mistake. It was I didn't really kind of figure out what I needed to dominate on this particular map, and my allies to the north of me, I'm in the bottom right hand corner. They did not do nearly as much. They spent a lot of time building small, weak units, and I always kind of tried to basically turtle when I'm ever in a situation like this. And so that's why I kind of started early with turrets. I started building up generators and supply docks, and I really should have focused even more on generators and supply docks to try earlier on to try and really get the stuff I needed to build the and then also needed to level up my base sooner to try and get the big things, the most important things I needed in this. And so my turtle strategy wasn't the worst. But as you'll see as this goes on, I was not ready to withstand what my opponents had come up with, and so. But this is interesting. You'll get a chance to see kind of like a generic overview of the trees, of the upgrade trees, of generators, of supply docks, of armories, of all the different units you can make, snipers and health throwers and hornets for aerial units. Obviously Warthogs, scout units, scorpion tanks, Wolverines, the whole 9 yards. So I mean, at the very least, I do get to the top of my tech trees in a lot of instances, and you'll get to see a lot of what I can do. Vultures, of course, what I can create. Unfortunately, by the time I got there much more slowly than I should have or needed to. There you see the Jackrabbit, which is a great scouting ship. And actually, I should have used it. I should have used it more to its full ability. I should have used it to truly scout the terrain and maybe see if I couldn't find some things to kind of help me. Some supplies lying around. You also see Hero Spartans, in this case Douglas 042, who is obviously a bit tougher than your standard Marine or Spartan unit, and they have extra abilities and whatnot, which is great. I don't get them immediately. Obviously, you have to level up to that. But definitely turtling not a bad strategy, at least in my experience. It's just I was really slow in gathering my resources, and that really came back to bite me as my opponents definitely were faster. And you'll see basically what I mean in terms of the surprise that the person playing Addicts on the left side basically had for me. Because, again, also much like we talked about in Blitz mode yesterday, you choose an avatar, you choose a commander for your army, whether that's Cutter from the Spirit of Dawn or Professor Anders, who was my pick because again everything for her is cheaper to make, or Addix, who has, interesting enough, I believe it's Addix, or it might be the Shipmaster also. For their side, I'm not quite sure, but one of them has basically a vampire power, which is where they do damage and their units gain strength back, which is a really interesting mechanic and definitely something very difficult to overcome, because if you can't overpower them, they'll they'll win any war of attrition, right? They'll win any slow, where you're trading if you're trading units, if you're evenly matched, they obviously have an advantage because of that vampire power. So was not expecting that, wasn't really sure how to battle that, and when I came face to face with it head on in the form of a very large attacker, I was kind of stunned and kind of basically already screwed. But you'll get to see that. You'll get to see how everything looks and plays. And this is a new map. This is the first time they're showing this map for Halo Wars 2. So that's exciting. It's kind of got like a Mars vibe. Obviously, it's not, but like a lot of red sand, a lot of crags, a lot of different cliffs. And it's a pretty circular map, as you can see from below. And there's 5 power points that I should have gone and captured those with Marines, and I didn't, and that's, again, another one of my mistakes. I did find this base down here, this second base, as I started to explore a little bit. And then at some point, when I got the second base set up, I did start calling in more supplies, but it was too little too late. And unfortunately, you're going to see one of my more embarrassing defeats here in this video. But again, hopefully it gives you also just a sense of the game and how it plays online. Yeah, see, I should have broken off one of my units from there and just kept it at the electrical tower there. And instead, I brought everybody over here. It was also because I didn't know if my opponents were going to be trying to come quick and fast. Right, so I wanted to try and keep groups together because that happens sometimes. Somebody will send out a small, quick ragtag group to kind of feel what the map's like and kind of do some early damage. Whereas I would try to keep everything close to the vest, try to turtle, and interestingly enough, I think that my enemies went after me first. If they had gone after my opponents to the north first, I don't know if it's because my friends to the north, if my allies did that, where they kind of gave away their hand and kind of gave away what their strength was early on, and they figured they could leave them alone and they would attack the unknown quantity and me first. If I had more time and they had wiped out my allies, and I had been able to build up my defenses a little more, and really kind of once I hit a stride, by the time they got to me, it might have been too late. I might have been able to hold out longer, might have delayed the inevitable. I'm not sure. But, might have been able to turn the tide. But, of course, as you all know, once it becomes, even then, if it was a 3v1 fight at that point, I probably still would have lost because that's very difficult to overcome. But yeah, so that was interesting, and this is Team Deathmatch. This is Team Deathmatch in Halo Wars 2. I hope you guys watched the video to its fullest extent. Feel free to ask questions, comment below, let us know what you think. Turret constructed. Again, this was my first time playing Halo Wars 2. I played it very briefly at E3, and we kind of got walked through what we were doing, which is not really that fun real-time strategy game when you can't come up with your own strategies. But it feels like it's come a long way since E3 in terms of what they showed us and what we were able to go hands-on with. And I'm really excited for this game when it drops on February 21st for Xbox One and PC. I'll probably be playing on Xbox One. But definitely was not. Definitely got my butt kicked. You guys are gonna see that, and I hope you enjoy it. So again, comment, like, let us know what you think. Be sure to go to egmnow.com for all your Halo Wars 2 needs. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye bye.
Spartan ready.
Supply pad constructed. Grenade throw researched.
Ready to go.
Supply jack researched. Supply pad upgrade complete. Generator upgrade complete. Turret constructed. Our allies are attacking the enemy base. Upgrade researched. Our allies are in trouble. Turret constructed. Garage constructed. Airpad constructed. Airpad constructed. We're losing a power node to the enemy. Combat mechanics researched.
Hornet reporting for duty.
Leader point earned.
Spotted enemy forces, over. Hornet under fire from enemy air units. Do you read?
We're a vehicle down.
Our base is under attack.
Hostile down. Over.
Upgrade researched.
Somebody's kindly left some resources for us.
Getting hit by enemy vehicles.
Rocket launcher researched.
Scarab's got us in a tight spot. They ain't getting up from...
We got some casualties, sir. I'll get there. I'm receiving fire from enemy birds. Can anyone assist? Vulture here. Orders.
Our allies are in trouble.
Ready to make tracks.
Our Spartan is at low health.
Scorpion under assault from enemy ground forces. Scorpion under fire from enemy ground troops. Spotted hostiles, over.
Hornet waiting for orders.
Is it bad, this field?
Our base is under attack.
Enemy sent vehicles after me.
Marines!
Chalk up another hit for the Hornet.
Warthog, ready to rock. On it. Ready to go to work. Taking them to school, sir.
Gonna get some anti-air support ASAP.
Lebanon is serving.
Garage constructed. The enemy has destroyed one of our buildings.
Hornet ready. Under fire. Over. They never learn, do they?
We'll need some supply packs if we want to produce supplies.
We're being attacked by a warlord.
Our base is under attack. Your ally has sent you supplies. The enemy has destroyed one of our buildings.
Reporting for duty. Under fire from enemy...
Your ally has sent you supplies. going to need some supply. Call in some supply pads. Base is under attack. Our allies are in trouble. Are in trouble. Base is under attack. Allies are attacking the enemy base.
Let's see who walks away from this.
allies are in trouble. An allied base is under attack. Our allies are in trouble.